good morning, my peeps. Good morning, my posse. Good morning, my brethren and sisterins. Good morning, bless up all your whole fantastic, beautiful, amazing selves on this terrific Tuesday. It is November 17th, 2020. Happy to have each and every one of you tuned into Good Morning Grenada. Those of you on the GBN, Grenada Broadcasting Network's Facebook page, the Grenada Broadcasting Network's YouTube channel, the website www.gbn.gd, GBN TV channel 7, 11, and 20, and good morning to the listeners of Classic 105.5, 105.9, Hot 98.5, 98.7. Hope everybody is doing fantastically this morning, spluciously and splendidly this morning. For those of you tuned in from across the region, whichever part of the Caribbean you are, Jamaica, Trinidad, Dominica, Barbados, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, St. Lucia, Antigua and Barbuda, Anguilla, Guyana, St. Kitts Nevis, Montserrat, St. Bart's, BVI, USVI, whichever part of the region you are, you see I'm slowly starting to forget. That's why I need to do it often to keep the brain pumping. Don't worry, I'll try and do better tomorrow, please the Lord. All the islands, whichever part of the Caribbean you are, spicy good morning to you. Caribbean blood, and you're internationally as well. Spicy 6 feet hugs to each and every one of you. And those of you joining us internationally, whichever part of the world you are, the US, the UK, Switzerland, Sweden, Canada, Germany, Australia, China, Korea, Japan, England, Timbuktu, Iraq, Iran, Bahrain, whichever part of the world. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Hope you will have a good day, are having a good day, have had a good day. All right, it's time for this morning's word of the day. This morning's word of the day is multifarious. 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 It is an adjective which means having or occurring in great variety. Multifarious. Before the late 16th century appearance of multifarious, there was another word similar in form and meaning being used. Multifari, meaning in many ways, appeared and disappeared in the 15th century. Before either of the English words existed, there was a medieval Latin word multifarious, which comes from the Latin word which means in many places or on many sides. Multi, as you may know, is a combining from meaning many. A relative of multifarious in English is omnifarious, of all varieties, forms, or kinds, created with omni, which means all, rather than multi. This morning's word of the day is multifarious, multifarious, an adjective which means having or occurring in great variety. Example of the use of the word. The word fate, of course, did not help me, being inadequate to describe the sense of a multifarious, infinitely complex, dreamy, yet purposeful universe which I had in mind. Another example of the use of the word, just pictures speak to the multifarious nature of imagery today. Word of the day, multifarious, multifarious, an adjective which means having or occurring in great variety. This morning's thought of the day. It's a good way to start your day. Positive thinking will let you do everything better than negative thinking will. Positive thinking will let you do everything better than negative thinking will. Positivity, a positive mind, a positive approach, positive thoughts, positive energy, positive people. Positive people. They go a long way than the negatives that may come in your mind. When you talk to yourself mentally, tell yourself you can do it instead of the negative version of that phrase. Think positively, and you have a better approach, a better mindset going into whatever is the goal. Positive thinking will let you do everything better than negative thinking will. Let's see what's celebrated today, November 17th, 2020. It is Entrepreneur's Day. Entrepreneur's Day, an annual event occurring on the third Tuesday of November that honors people who have built an empire from absolutely nothing. Good morning to all our entrepreneurs. We have a lot of entrepreneurs in Grenada, from the smallest of businesses to the multi-million-dollar businesses that we have here in Grenada. Good morning to each and every one of you, whichever industry you are in, doing big things. I know COVID-19 has taught a lot of us how to be entrepreneurs. So whether you launched yesterday or 10 years ago, good morning to each and every entrepreneur. Keep doing it. It is hard business running your own business, but keep at it and you'll definitely get where you want to. Happy Entrepreneurs Day. Today, somebody call my mother. Not my mother, my mother. Call my mother. It is Homemade Bread Day. Homemade mother. Let me not say anymore. It is Homemade Bread Day. The best thing about Homemade Bread Day might be the way it incorporates all your senses. The sweet, roasty comfort smell that lingers in the kitchen, the sight of steam rising from the top of the loaf, the warmth in your mouth, the taste of home when you take a bite, and the seemingly automatic that comes while you chew. Get baking November 17th to celebrate and break bread with your friends and family. Oh, mother! The best homemade bread comes from my mama. If it's one thing I don't do, is bake bread. Once mommy have health and strength, I'll buy the ingredients and bring forth upstairs, because she always hit the spot with that bread. Mother, get on it. Oh, good. Look how I get excited for today. More than usual, because hey, I'm in it. Okay, get it to blossom. All right, let me go. Let's see what else is celebrated. Listen, the homemade bread day get me excited. Okay. All right, let's see. Today it is also On-Friend Day. On-Friend Day, on this day of self-care, celebrate by simplifying your connections online and unfriending any and everyone who does not add joy to your life's experience. Today is a very important day. In addition to Homemade Bread Day, it's On-Friend Day. There are people in our lives who add nothing to our lives. Only negative and bad mind and fight down. And today's a good day to unfriend all of them. All. Unfriend them. Anybody that does not add to your life and help you develop and advance and bring joy, get rid of them. Family as well as friends. I repeat, family as well as friends. They say blood thicker than water, but there's some blood that you just need to get far from. Today is a good day to do that. And I say this with no apology, because there are some people that come in your life with heavy spirit and heaviness and negativity. And every time you see them, you want to run, fly. It is On-Friend Day. This is a good excuse to get rid of the bad mind. There we go. Oh gosh, today hot, all today hot. Homemade bread and On-Friend Day, I for it. All right, and finally, I'm getting carried away. Let me go. Finally, today it is World Prematurity Day. On November 17th, we take a moment to show compassion and support for families who are experiencing the anxiety of premature births by observing World Premature Day. Created by the March of Dimes. We love our babies from the moment they're born. World Prematurity Day reminds us of babies born too early and the health challenges they can face as they grow up. These little ones need loads of love and support, and World Prematurity Day is a chance to show it. World Prematurity Day, that's for the infants, the families of infants born before their time, or before the 9 months is up, before the 40 weeks is up. Good morning to all the families with premature babies. There are premature babies thriving today. Good morning to the neonatal department at the General Hospital that take care of these premature babies. Bless up all yourself. I remember Nurse Ratu, Nurse Joseph. Good morning to each and every one of you on the ward. Dr. Corian, Nurse Braffett, Dr. Braffett. I remember him as the time goes. But good morning to the special care unit at the General Hospital and all the families and babies as we recognize World Prematurity Day. All right, it's now time for the news. Thank you so much for tuning in. We bring you the morning edition of news and highlights of last night's newscast. This is Good Morning Grenada. We'll be right back.
at a time when one can least afford it. 3 families are now trying to determine what's the next step. Already reeling from the financial and social implications of the COVID-19 pandemic and the stresses they had to contend with property fires on the weekend. It's made it a busy weekend for officers attached to the fire department as they responded to the 3 house fires. 2 of these occurred at Springs in St. George. The fire in Lower Springs occurred in a 2-story dwelling complex. According to reports, the fire occurred in an apartment on the lower floor of the building. The occupants were not at home at the time and no one was hurt. The fire was detected by the occupants on the upper level. A tenant alerted the emergency services. In giving an account of the sequence of events, she says, what is noteworthy is the quick response of the fire department, the criminal investigation department, and the Grenada Electricity Services, GRENLEC. She believes that the damage could have been more severe had it not been for the immediate response of the 3 agencies. The other fire took place at Upper Springs and was reported as minor. The 3rd fire this time occurred at a dwelling house at Caliste in St. George, and police tell GBN that they are continuing their investigations and they will give us further details as these become available. Moving on now, fishermen and other seafarers in Grenada have been placed on high alert. A Trinidadian family is pleading with them to be on the lookout for a family member who has been reported missing. They have reason to believe that he was last sighted in Grenadian waters. Officers attached to the Grenada Coast Guard have been called into action to assist. GBN's Christelina John reports.
The search is on for a Trinidad and Tobago national, Ronaldo Novo Sr., who disappeared from under the radars since November 8th. A family member told GBN Novo Sr. went spearfishing with his boatman, who reported the disappearance when he lost sight of Novo. GBN spoke with his son, Ronaldo Novo Jr.
On Sunday, the 8th of November 2020, he went out, him and his boatman, at about 10:25 a.m. and by 11 o'clock his buoy and bubbles were unable to be found. This is the first time he has been missing at sea for this long. His last known location was 18 miles east off the Manzanilla Point of the island of Trinidad. We have sent the GPS coordinates for anyone wishing to track the currents and make any estimations of their own on that day. For the past 8 days, we have been aided by local authorities, the public of Trinidad and Tobago, and even the private sector in our search for Ronaldo Novo Sr.
According to Novo Jr., it is possible that his dad may be somewhere in Grenada waters and has since reached out to the authority here as well as friends. The distressed son told GBN they are praying for Novo Sr.'s safe return and is soliciting the assistance of everyone in this quest.
12th of October, the SAR-OPS analysis done by the Coast Guard had him possibly located about 40 miles off the east to the southeast coast of Grenada. On hearing this, we immediately called our friend Anya Chowchung to spread the word for us, and since then the Grenadian Coast Guard and our Coast Guard have been communicating and making plans to execute searches in the waters. We just like Dad to be found alive and well, and we are now asking all of our Caribbean brothers and sisters to lend us their eyes on the sea and on the land for any signs of my dad.
Christelina John, GBN News.
We do pray that he continues to be safe. The COVID-19 pandemic continues to show up as a force to be reckoned with, not only on the health front. With each passing day, people across the world continue to reel from its side effects. Here in Grenada, the latest reality to hit home relates to what is now snail mail. There's a huge backlog of mail as flights and other forms of transportation have ground to a grind. GBN's Gerard Joseph has been speaking with officials of the Grenada Postal Corporation and filed this report.
No mail since March with the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic and international flights from the UK and Canada being halted. That has been compounded by the regional airline Liat going into liquidation while being responsible for carrying mails regionally. Dual and British citizens residing in Grenada who depend on postal mail for their medication and pension checks have been left stranded. The Grenada Postal Corporation has been stumped with complaints with no immediate solution, and Acting Director of Post, Isaac Bagwan, says they are still working with stakeholders for a solution.
What we have done is that we've entered into some discussion with American Airlines to see if they can carry the mails for us from either Canada or the UK. And they are in discussions with UK Post and Canada Post to see how that is possible. We have no challenge with getting mails from the US. We have been using Amerijet all through the lockdown. So mails to the US, to and from the US is not a problem. But the challenge is the flights to get it in.
He says other challenges regionally is that Barbados, as the hub, is not accepting mail for other countries.
But again, Barbados is not accepting the mails because there is no guarantee of any flights to Grenada. We do have a new airline on board, which is One Caribbean Limited, OCL. We are in discussion with them, and we hope soon we'll be able to have an agreement in place so that they could carry, take up the slack from Liat.
Bagwan has this advice for people still wishing to send mail via the post office to Grenada.
Unfortunately, they have to go the expensive route. They would have to either go via DHL or FedEx, either these two, or they would have to get back in touch with the pension agencies to try and see how they could get some online payment. Of course, it's senior citizens that we are dealing with there, and that might be a challenge for them. But those who are asking, we've seen these are the alternatives.
The Acting Director of Post says they are hoping to get CARICOM involved to fast forward a solution. He adds that the GBC Global Service is not affected by this situation. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
The recently passed tax administration bill is causing a major headache. While business people may not have any concerns about its ramifications, there's a segment of the population which thinks it has the potential to cause them a lot of problems. The bill was read in the Senate last Tuesday. Bus operators think the government has some explaining to do.
President of the National Bus Association, Garth Woodruff, is calling on the members of the legal fraternity to help them fully grasp the interpretation of Grenada's Tax Administration Amendment Bill. According to Woodruff, it is unfair for them to have their criminal record stained over a ticket offence. The membership of the National Bus Association insists that proper consideration needs to be made when passing such bills, as it impacts the livelihood of many bus owners and operators.
The infrastructure and the entire system needs to be looked at, all right? And we are here to assist. There are areas and specific spots in Grandans where buses needs to stop. The bus stops are basically 400 yards apart. Imagine you're driving, rain falling. You have Tanti on the bus with 2 bags, all right? You have your friend in the back of you who always riding with you, but she's pregnant. All right? The next bus stop is not for 200 yards, but rain is falling. What will you do?
The membership also believes that they have a significant role to play in the managing and execution of public transportation. The NBA is making a clarent call to government to ensure that there is a familiarized way moving forward. Woodruff said their mission is to create a viable and sustainable transportation service to the public, but he said this can only be accomplished through a collaborative effort among all stakeholders involved.
We are trying to do good, and there are some who abuse it, but we are trying to do good here. All right? Now, we cannot be seen as criminals, outlaws, menace to societies, and so on. We cannot be seen as that. All right? We bring the elderly, the middle-aged, and the young to school. I have taken bus to go to school my entire life, and to this day, The only thing that changed in the public transportation system is the modular bus, and he ain't upgraded that much. So there's work to be done, and I always say, together we can all achieve more, and the National Bus Association.
For GBN News, I am Rina Pear reporting.
It features a youngster from Marion in St. George's. GBN's Christina John was in conversation with a young lad over the weekend, and she has all of the details.
Lishan Depredin is a 9-year-old grade 4 student of the St. Joseph's RC School in Munjaloo. The disease, which affects mostly his back, is quite painful at times, as he explains, and has left him with a different arm. To ease the pressure off his back, he often leaves his books at school, as doctors recommended not carrying or lifting anything heavy. Lishan tells of how he found out he was different.
At the age of 6, my mother explained to me like I'm a different person to the other people. Like some people have the same hand like me, same fingers. Sometimes I feel like my experience in life is to be a better person and get a job and have a nice family.
He is at times bullied by schoolmates. However, he quickly overrides this. This young man is quite aware of his limitations, which would require medical procedure. Strong-minded, one might say, as he explained his response to his mother's attempt to assist him.
He keeps on out over a period of time. Like, we went by the doctor, and the doctor said that the scoliosis was getting worse. Actually, Mom, she said that she wanted to break the hand and straighten it. But I told her, save the money. And when I get more problems with the hand, then they will straighten it. Because right now I am fine with my hand.
Young Depredin is capable of great things, some of which he demonstrated to GBN. But just how did he learn to dress himself?
Like actually when my father finished bed, that is watching when he dressing. I used to watch him when he was dressing. And then my mother was going to dress my one, and then I said, no, Mommy, I'll try to do it for myself. And then Mommy left me, and when she came back outside, she saw I was dressed already, so that's how I learned how to dress by my father. I watched my father.
Lishan lives with his grandfather, Sidney Thomas, who says his grandson is his little handyman, helping him out in whatever way he can. It bothers him, however, when Lishan complains of his back aches.
Explain Lishan as a very smart guy. Like going to school, he would go to school. At least I normally ask the principal about him. She always give him good remarks. One thing about him, he does his work in school, and he's a brilliant child. And I think by whatever means that he can get help to do what he can do, or what could happen to his hands or back, that would be a plus for him.
A very articulate, brilliant young man. Tomorrow we'll have part 2 of that story. A fund has been set up to assist the family. Christina John will bring you part 2 of that report. And now, the man who went berserk and stabbed 2 police officers multiple times was laid to rest today. Terry Regis was eulogized during a homegoing service and later laid to rest at the Wilberforce Cemetery in St. George's. Sherry Ann Blackman-Stephen reports.
It was a sober Monday afternoon as as relatives, friends and well-wishers gathered to pay their final respects to Mr. Terry Regis. Theirs was a litany of tributes, soulful songs and prayers of comfort for the families whose patriarch had a life well lived, but one which ended in agony. A fisherman by profession, many reflected on his toils on the sea to provide financial security for his family. People in the community highlighted the fact that he instilled a great sense of discipline in his children, employing them to do good for themselves and country. It was the harm that was inflicted upon his son that led to his demise. Christopher Regis was alleged to have a marijuana joint in his possession and was chased by a policeman and shot in his tracks as he sought to evade the lawmen. Terry Regis was clearly proud of his son and other children, not just because they're his offsprings, but because they have done well at the national level. In an interview with GBN, he spoke with pride and commitment to raising good citizens.
My name is Trevor Regis. I do fishing for a living. I fished for 50 solid years. I started fishing in 1968. I resigned now from fishing, had enough. I make sure I train 3 of my children to fish, that I will bring a fish for me to get to eat. That's all I need now.
As we look back on his life, Regis told GBN in the aftermath of his son's shooting by police that he did not have an easy life, but he persevered against all odds.
I can't digest it. I suffer high blood pressure over 12 years now. Right now the pressure high. I check it this morning. I have machine to check my pressure. Prostate giving me trouble. Cholesterol high. And look at my trouble now. My wife in Pity Matnik 5 months now babysitting her mother up there, while I babysitting my children. And he would tell me now what watch. Oh God help me, give me faith and courage, Father God.
As the family's patriarch is laid to rest, his family members tell GBN it's not an easy time. They have trouble coming to terms with the fact that Chris continues to struggle health-wise, amid fears that he will never regain the full use of his arm as a result of the wound inflicted by the police bullet. The fact that Regis Sr. went berserk and stabbed innocent police officers and the stark reality that he lost his life in the process are not easy to swallow either. They have launched a campaign to raise funds to help Chris to pay for surgical procedure on his arm. Friday of this week will mark 1 full month since the story started, and sometimes they say there'll be light at the end of the tunnel, but in the Regis case, it's one with a sad beginning, and so far, there's no happy ending in sight. Cherry and Blackman Stephen, GBN News.
Meanwhile, a going-home service was held in Canada today for Grenadian Dunbar Hosford. He was employed in the Canadian Farm Labourers Program but died suddenly last Monday following an accident with heavy-duty farm machinery. Co-workers, family members and close friends of Dunbar Hosford said their final goodbye to him in Canada today.
A memorial service was held at the Southridge Community Church in Canada on Monday in memory of Dunbar Hosford, a Grenadian migrant seasonal agricultural worker who moved to Canada 8 years ago. He met his unfortunate demise 1 week ago while returning to his place of residence after work that day. The heavy machinery which he was driving plunged into a ditch. He later died in hospital from what was reported as cardiac arrest. Some of his colleagues spoke at today's ceremony, which was broadcast live on Facebook. Devon Augustine, with whom Dunbar grew up part of his life as a brother and later worked with in Canada under the same program, shared these words.
It's one of the hardest things I have ever had to do, and one of the closest friends I have ever had to lose. He was a really hard-working guy. He spoke about his family. I got to know Maria and the kids at that time. He always wanted the best for them. He would work every single day, hoping to make a better life for them, hoping to finish that roof. And he said, he always speak about, my roof is halfway done, I'm gonna go home and finish it. He always wanted the best for these kids and wanted them to have a good education. He always had a good relation with his kids. In the morning I would get up and hear him from the kitchen talking to the children and saying, make sure you get to school on time. Don't give your mother any trouble. Don't give the teachers any trouble. He would call every day.
The Remis are the neighbors who looked out for the interests of Grenadian farm workers. Quite an emotional moment. They too spoke of their experience with Dunbar.
Maria, Dunbar couldn't wait to come home and see you. The first thing that he told me when I saw him was that I'm going home this year to marry Maria. He was so looking forward to marrying you, and he loved you so much. During the winter months, when Dunbar was at home, I would send him photos sometimes of our cold, wintry weather. And I love that he would send me back photos of the sunshine and the beautiful blue water of Grenada. And he always included an open invitation to come stay at his house. Dunbar was a hard worker and sacrificed so much time away from his loved ones and family in order to provide a better life for them. Dunbar, you will be missed. You opened your heart to us, and we are honored to have been part of your Canadian family.
Hosford was the partner of Maria and fathered 3 sons. Dunbar's body will be shipped to Grenada for his burial. Christelina John, GBN News.
50 years ago, Grenada made it onto the world stage through an international beauty pageant. But while the island was brought the glories of a good name, the woman who brought the fame had to endure a moment of terror. Jennifer Hostin was brought back to the Albert Hall in London, where she was crowned Miss World 50 years ago. The look back is featured in this BBC report.
And Miss World 1970 is Miss Grenada.
Jennifer Hostin, Miss World 1970.
Now it's quite a cattle market. I've been back there checking calves.
It was presented by the comedian Bob Hope, but the reason it's gone down in history is because of this. The event was brought to a chaotic halt by protesters, the women's liberation movement.
The interruption, I'll welcome this isn't altogether unexpected.
And now, 50 years on, Jennifer Hostin was back.
Gosh.
So this really is the first time in 50 years you've been here?
That's right. This is amazing.
And joining her, the protesters.
You started it all off, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Do you want to swirl?
Yes.
And this is the inspiration. A new film that tells the story of the day.
What are your feelings 50 years on?
It's fantastic meeting people, young people who rush up after the film and say, we are inspired by your story, we've been empowered.
Girls, would you please turn?
At the time, moments like this were a source of anger for the protesters. But for Jennifer Hostin, who went on to become a diplomat, it helped open doors.
I think feminism is about choice. I have had great opportunities as a result of being a Miss World. Of course women should have those choices, but, you know, it's just a sexist competition.
But there is one thing they're in total agreement on. This was history.
Well, I describe you as trailblazers. So are you. I really do.
That was very generous of you. It's generous of you.
I mean it.
Jennifer.
I mean it because I won't forget you. I won't forget you either.
David Sillito, BBC News, the Royal Albert Hall.
And now for your health watch. Grenada's COVID-19 positive cases have now reached 33. Health officials reported that a Grenadian national who was in close contact with cases 31 and 32, an American doctor and his wife, is Grenada's latest laboratory diagnosed case of COVID-19. That brought Grenada's total positive case count to 33. 4 are active and they're in isolation. Case 33 is in her 60s and resides in the south of St. George. So far, she's had no symptoms of the virus and has been quarantined with her entire household. All 14 known contacts of cases 31 and 32 are still in quarantine. They received the first test last Friday and will undergo a repeat test on Thursday of this week. And moving on now to the Teachers Union, the president, Marvin Andel, continues to clamor for government action. He explains that to date there are a number of collective agreements and a number of issues still outstanding. Mr. Andel says the government's failure to have permanent teaching positions filled is among their many gripes.
We continue to advocate for the teachers. We have information that the ministry is intending to move in this regard. They have been very tardy as it relates to having this matter addressed, and we intend to continue our fight to ensure that what is due to these persons is given, because it represents cruel punishment, inhumane punishment to someone who is in a permanent position and being punished in the way that the emoluments, because they cannot earn increments, the job security, simply because someone decided that they should be permanently temporary.
Andel says the union has been working tirelessly to bring improvement for the teachers.
Well, there are some benefits that were due and not given and not recognized eons before COVID. Even the upgrade of teachers would have acquired additional qualification. That was agreed since 2003. But in the last few years, long before COVID, even some persons 2017, some persons even before, who got the additional qualification and should have been remunerated accordingly, were denied their benefits.
Meanwhile, workers at the National Water and Sewage Authority are intensifying industrial actions in a show of solidarity with their co-worker Andy Lewis. Rena Pear made a stop at Dusty Highway, Grandans, where industrial action was in progress.
Nawasa workers on Dusty Highway came out in their union T-shirt on Monday morning, refusing to start work on time as a sign of unity with their co-worker Andy Lewis. Lewis, who worked at Nawasa for 12 years, is the only worker who was sent home by the company on the grounds of retrenchment. The Technical and Allied Workers Union, which is the union representing the workers, is unhappy with the actions taken by Nawasa. TAO President Andrew Lewis highlighted the importance of preserving workers' jobs at this time. Employees say they would not stop until their co-worker is back on the job.
That, as you can see, the workers here, they're extremely upset, prepared down to a single individual to do every and anything that is required to preserve the comrade's job. This is a period of high unemployment. This is a period of grave uncertainty as we operate under COVID-19. We know the level of unemployment outside there. We know the level of anxiety and stress. Nawasa only recently increased rates. Nawasa is in a position to be able to continue the employment of Andy. That is not in doubt.
Lewis explains that the movement of solidarity will not only affect the St. George branch, but the St. David and St. Andrew branches of Nawasa as well.
So we are meeting with we have met with the Dusty workers this morning, and you can see them in the background there. In a while, we'll be going to meet with the St. David workers based in St. David. Then later on this evening, we shall be meeting with the workers based in St. Andrew. The time is not on the company side. We have to ensure that this matter is resolved and resolved speedily with the comrade going back to work. He's prepared to work in any department within the company. Let me repeat. Comrade Andy is prepared to work in any department within the company. And we have a duty and an obligation to ensure that he does not go on the breadline.
Denise Burris, in-house legal counsel of Nawasa and corporate secretary advising the board of directors, told GBN in a recent interview that Mr. Lewis was informed by his supervisor that the position he held would become redundant during this year. For GBN News, I am Rena Pear reporting.
Despite the situation we now face, one thing is for certain. We will get through this together. As much as we are a part of your community, you are a part of who we are. Let's take care of each other during this time, as we always do. And soon, we know that with the dawn of that new day, all of this will be over, and our land will once again be healed. In the meantime, stay safe. Know that we're here for you. Courts, bringing value home.
Bruv. Hello? I can't see you. What's good? But I can't even hear you. Yo. Hello? Hello? Ah. Okay, I see. I'm good. I'm coming in. Ah. There you are.
Live the experience right now. Enjoy high-quality video calling today. Stream, upload, and share with Digicel super fast LTE network. Visit our stores today and live the experience today. Digicel.
Rubis is giving you more ways to win because you deserve it. Spend $50 or more in Ultratech fuel or purchase a Rubigas refill at any Rubis service station and get an entry card. Win one of 5 amazing grand prizes worth $2,500, including Ultratech fuel, cash, groceries, bill payment vouchers, and home furnishings. Each grand prize winner gets to donate $500 to charity too. Plus, win exciting weekly prizes, including electronics. Make sure you're in with a chance to win. Win with Rubis. You deserve it.
These have been tough times, and we could all use a helping hand to get through this period. GUT Credit Union gives you the opportunity to do just that without a worry. What are you looking forward to? A relaxing staycation? Brand new appliances or devices? Consolidating your debt to get more money in your pocket? Not a member? No worries. Come in and find out how you too can make the most of this offer. Or visit us today. Yes, you can have a brighter Christmas season with GUT Credit Union. GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, easy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex or give them a call, 440-1015 or 440-1016. Or check out their website, hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
Are you looking for quality herbs and herbal supplements, or are you thinking about having a complete body cleanse to jumpstart your health? Then no need to look further. Visit Nirvana Natural Health Clinic, Detox Center, and Natural Health Store. We carry a wide range of herbal products for kidney and gallstone cleansing, male sexual enhancement formulas, asthma and sinusitis, gas and bloating, acid reflux, constipation, arthritis, imbalanced hormones, female health issues, liver cleansing, weight loss, and so much more. Also available, colonic irrigation, holistic health consultations, essential oils, and diffusers. Look out for our online natural health store coming soon. Call 231-6642 for 18-7115 or 449-7753 to find out about our delivery options or to book an appointment. Visit us at Belmont St. George's, close to the Foliage, Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Nirvana Natural Health Clinic. Detox your way to health.
Whenever we're faced with difficulties, we find comfort in those we know and trust. This is especially true when a loved one has died.
Welcome to Otway Bailey Funeral Home.
For over 100 years, Otway Bailey Funeral Home has helped families celebrate the lives of their loved ones with compassion and dignity. Our affordability, attention to detail, warm and caring staff has contributed us being the funeral home of choice for official and state funerals. We treat you as we would treat our own family. All of our services are designed to help you get through one of the most personal and challenging stages of life, whether it's planning a funeral, joining our burial society, or pre-arrangements. You can be assured of the Otway Bailey commitment to consistently provide the most caring and professional service possible with the best options and price. So call us 440-2558 or visit our website otwaybaileyfuneralhome.org.
At Otway Bailey, we offer the perfect tribute any family can afford.
Welcome back.
back to Good Morning Grenada. It is 20 minutes after 7 o'clock. You know the drill. If you need to get to work for 8, you have just about 40 minutes to do so on time. Those of you still in traffic or you're about to get into traffic, hopefully it's not too bad out there and you can get to the JOB on TIME. Ooh, I'm rhyming this morning again. There we go. All right, so this morning, before we get into Trivia Tuesday, some information to share with you. The U.S. Embassy is partnering with the In celebration of Global Entrepreneurship Week, the Global Entrepreneurship Network and the U.S. Embassy are excited to launch the Startup Huddles in 7 Eastern Caribbean countries, and that includes Grenada. Grenada will be part of the huddle, and to tell us more about the event, we have the U.S. Chargé d'Affaires Carl Duckworth and Young Leaders of the Americas Initiative alumna Tamara Prosper. Good morning, lady and gentlemen.
Good morning, Blossom.
Morning.
Good morning,
Both of you look like you are doing great this morning.
I don't know how you do it every morning.
I don't know either, to be honest. So let's get into it, Mr. Duckworth. Tell us more about what this huddle is about and that it includes Caribbean countries. Tell us more about that.
Sure, thank you. Well, first of all, let me say happy Global Entrepreneurship Week. This is a week that we celebrate all entrepreneurs around the world. And specifically, we think during this time of COVID, I mean, there's some real challenges here, especially with the economy. And we thought it was time to really give a lot of focus to entrepreneurship. And we think the Eastern Caribbean and Grenada in particular are great places to do it. There's so many great people here with so many creative and innovative ideas who just need a little bit of a head start or a little bit of networking and some help from other people. So that's what helped us consider this huddle and bring it to Grenada. And Tamara was an excellent alumni of our Young Leaders of the Americas Initiative, which she can tell you a little bit more about. So we thought she was a great candidate to be able to lead this. And it's really hers. I mean, we're helping facilitate it, but at the end of the day, it is her huddle. So I'd love for her to talk a little bit more in detail about the huddle itself.
Sure, Tamara, go ahead.
Okay, well, thanks for having us. This is a very good opportunity to really let the public know what is happening in our entrepreneurial ecosystem. So with specific reference to the Startup Huddle, it is an experimental learning opportunity that offers a unique program designed to educate, engage, and connect entrepreneurs. And I think this is an area that is lacking in Grenada, a real safe haven for us to really chat and connect and network. So the Startup Huddle format is consistent in each location. So there's a series of countries, a number of countries around the world that do a very similar thing. Grenada is on board, as well as other countries in the Eastern Caribbean. So what happens is that 1 or 2 early startup founders, they give a 6-minute presentation of their companies to a diverse audience, which consists of mentors, investors, customers, other entrepreneurs, peers, etc. And each presentation is followed by a 20-minute question and answer session. So the culture of Startup Huddles is that of a supportive, kind of neutral space, welcoming entrepreneurs to be open and honest about their businesses and the challenges that we face. Because of course, you know, I'm an entrepreneur myself. I'm the founder of Tam Brand by Tamara. So we all need each other. And we all need to know that we are not facing our issues and problems by ourselves. It is, you know, something that everyone else has as well. And it kind of gives us that reassurance and that encouragement to keep on going. And everyone that attends Startup Huddle is there to support each other in their entrepreneurial journey. So that in a nutshell is what this Startup Huddle is about.
Which other islands would it be made available in? Mr. Duckworth? Oh, go ahead, Tamara.
All right. Well, thus far, St. Lucia has been the first island in the Eastern Caribbean. They have been partaking in the Startup Huddle 2 years since. But as recent as yesterday, another 7 islands launched the Startup Huddle, including that of Grenada. So we are on board and we are getting the support and the drive from the U.S. Embassy, Barbados, and the Eastern Caribbean, and that is a real motivator, and it helps us to propel the activity, helps us to get our objectives accomplished more successfully, as opposed to just doing it by ourselves. So we are eternally grateful to the U.S. Embassy for this partnership.
Yeah, if I can add, that the U.S. Embassy in Bridgetown is playing that connecting role for all of these Eastern Caribbean countries and all of these startup huddles. So not only can people in Grenada rely on each other in these times for guidance and best practices and things like that, but they can also connect through U.S. Embassy Bridgetown to all of these other startup huddles in the Eastern Caribbean.
Mr. Duckworth, can you speak to us about the success of this huddle in St. Lucia, that the embassy thought it wise to expand its reach into the other Caribbean countries? What has it been like in St. Lucia?
Sure. I mean, I can, I on a day-to-day basis, I usually deal with the issues here in Grenada, but I've heard anecdotally through my colleagues in Bridgetown that's a success. I mean, basically, you cannot do this alone. You need the help and experience and expertise of other people. And frankly, you just need, if somebody else has made a mistake or has done something really wonderful, you want to hear about that so you can mirror that action, or if it's a mistake, maybe not make that same mistake yourself. So from all accounts I've heard, it's wonderful, and I'm very excited about this project here in Grenada as well. I mean, I just, we opened up the Entrepreneurship Week at Grenada Investment Development Corporation yesterday. It was a wonderful event, and seeing all these excellent innovators and entrepreneurs with passion, creativity, resilience, I was just blown away by those characteristics of the people here in Grenada. So we want to help support it in any way we can.
Tamara, as an entrepreneur yourself, what would you say is the most important thing that you hope to grasp from this huddle, and that can also help our other entrepreneurs here in Grenada?
Okay, for myself as an entrepreneur, it is the intent that this startup huddle becomes a place that I can vent and in a proper, healthy way, put out what issues I am having as an entrepreneur, what challenges I am facing, so that someone in a similar situation can assist me in terms of what solutions they have placed for a similar issue. And likewise, someone else may have another gripe or another issue. That's a safe place that we can speak about it and see how we can properly deal and become more efficient and more effective as entrepreneurs. It also allows for, I think, more opportunity building, because sometimes when we are away in our little workshops by ourselves, we don't have that energy to start to come up with ideas such as a trade fair or a marketplace or a pop-up shop. Some things like that would help us when we connect in these small spaces, and when we learn from the stories of persons who have best practices in their areas or who are pioneers in their industries. It helps us, the quote-unquote smaller entrepreneurs, to know what is the secret sauce for growing in our respective areas. So I look forward to that, and this is an opportunity for other entrepreneurs to come on board. It's a free event all the time, but it just serves as a safe space, as a program that helps us to learn and benefit from each other.
How exactly would it run? Would it be held once a week virtually, or Grenadians meet together at one spot? How exactly would the huddle roll out?
Great, that's a very good question. So basically, the layout is that we can have a meetup once or twice each month. How it goes is that it is open to the public. It starts with a 15-minute networking. So persons go around, speak to each other very informally. There's the 2 minutes for welcoming remarks. And then the meat of it starts with a 6-minute presentation of each founder, the person who we invite to speak, followed by a 20-minute question and answer section. During this time, the audience will also be able to answer a survey based on the founder's presentation. There's also 10 minutes for any announcements, any job opportunities, any opportunities in terms of a trade fair that is coming up. And then the last 10 minutes is a closed forum with experts and the panelists, etc. And any other remaining time is time for interaction, time for suggestions, time for ways that we can build and be better, exchange of business cards, etc. So it's a really nice social event for entrepreneurs, as well as a learning and networking opportunity for all those involved. And I think that is something we've been lacking. Thus far, there is no opportunity, there's no event as such that allows us as entrepreneurs to really look forward to that one time, that two time where we meet and vent and be and learn from each other.
Mr. Duckworth, what has the response been from our entrepreneurs for this huddle and the opportunity that it provides for them? What has the feedback been like?
We've done a range of different programs and projects for entrepreneurs, and I will just say that the response from entrepreneurs in Grenada has been really good. I think now's the time. With COVID and the lack of tourism, at least right now, I also think the fact that St. George's University is doing only online classes, which means there's not a lot of students here in Grenada spending money. I think that there's a real need for it. Let's be honest, it's a challenging time. And I think the right group of people who can deal with these challenges are entrepreneurs. So the response has been very, very good. I would also encourage entrepreneurs in Grenada who are considering their options to go to yli.state.gov, that's YLAI.state.gov, where there's a whole slew of resources on how to start a business, marketing, how to come up with a business plan, and a whole range of things. So if anybody out there is considering being an entrepreneur, we as Tamara said, we want to build that ecosystem and create more entrepreneurs. Again, build that stable of expertise and resources so that the people in Grenada can really rely on each other for that going forward.
How can someone sign up to be a part of the program, of the huddle?
For persons who are interested, they can reach out to me, Tamara. They can call or WhatsApp 404-9871, 404-9871. They can also reach out to the Facebook page of the U.S. Embassy. Just send us a message and it would be directed to Grenada. We are also going to establish our very first social media handles, being Facebook, Instagram, so that our Startup Huddle can get its visibility and positioning, etc. So that is to be. Our very first event would be in December. We just recently launched, as recent as yesterday, at the GIDC event. And our very first event, well, we've already gotten some interest from the entrepreneurs who participated then and who was listening on the Zoom presentations. So we have started to get a database of persons who are interested, and that's a very good indication of the success, the potential success or the need for this initiative. So persons can definitely reach out to myself. They can reach out to the U.S. Embassy in Lansapine, etc., or all those, any YLI fellow who has been a part of the Young Leaders of the Americas to express their interest. But by the end of this week, we should have our Facebook handles at Startup Huddle Grenada, so persons can go on and send us a message indicating their interest. But we'll also be advertising the Startup Huddle event in December. So it's open to the public, and persons can definitely come, express their interest so that we'll cater for them in terms of refreshments, in terms of seating, etc.
Do you have a maximum number of people you can accommodate at any one meeting or huddle?
That's a very interesting question. I think what is going to happen is that we would have a cutoff time for indication that persons can say that they're interested in coming, and we have to make preparation for that number. You know, if we have more than what we could accommodate, we'll have to change the venue. But I think this would be indicated on the flyer in terms of our limitations in space, etc., because we have to take into consideration COVID protocols. So that would definitely be something that we have to consider.
Mr. Duckworth, you were about to say something?
No, I was just going to add, yes, exactly what Tamara said, that we want to make sure that we're adhering to all of the government protocols when it comes to COVID. So, and I know there are some limitations on the number of people we can have in person, but I think if we go over that number, I think we can accommodate people online as we need to.
Yes, that's a good point. Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, thank you both so much. Any final thoughts to share? Actually, somebody on the YouTube would like you to repeat the number, Tamara.
Okay, it is 404-9871, 404-9871. But if, for example, you forgot or you lost the number, please look out on Facebook. Always search for Startup Huddle Grenada, and we will definitely be putting out information as to how you can sign up and when is our next event, or our first event. It will be our inaugural event in December, so be sure to be there. And let me just add that this Startup Huddle Grenada, it offers an opportunity for entrepreneurs to come together to pitch their startups, to reveal their challenges, and also to crowdsource solutions from local founders, innovators, educators, etc. And it offers a unique platform to strengthen us and our startup community. Mm-hmm.
And if I may add too, if you're interested in this or other types of exchanges or opportunities, please go to U.S. Embassy's Bridgetown Facebook page, become a friend. You'll see all these opportunities laid out. For example, it's also International Education Week, and they gave a talk yesterday on everything from student visas to how to apply for scholarships and our Education USA advisors. So there's all kinds of resources there, whether you're an entrepreneur or a student or interested in any of this kind of stuff. Please go to the U.S. Embassy Bridgetown Facebook page.
Thank you so much to the both of you, Mr. Duckworth, Tamara. Thank you guys so much for sharing the information. And I'm sure this would definitely be a success because we have a lot of entrepreneurs in Grenada. So I'm sure this would be a success. Thank you so much and good luck.
Thank you, boss. Have a great day.
Thanks, you too. All right. That was the U.S. Chargé d'Affaires Carl Duckworth and a YLI alumni Tamara Prosper. So those of you who are entrepreneurs, and remember today is Entrepreneurship Day, and they're also celebrating Global Entrepreneurship Week. So if you are an entrepreneur and you'd like to be a part of the huddle, get in touch with Tamara. Again, it's 404-9871, or you look out for the U.S. Embassy Bridgetown's Facebook page for the information you may need. We're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back inside with Trivia Tuesday on Good Morning Grenada.
Rubis is giving you more ways to win because you deserve it. Spend $50 or more in Ultratech fuel or purchase a Rubigas refill at any Rubis service station and get an entry card. Win one of 5 amazing grand prizes worth $2,500, including Ultratech fuel, cash, groceries, bill payment vouchers, and home furnishings. Each grand prize winner gets to donate $500 to charity too. Plus, win exciting weekly prizes, including electronics. Make sure you're in with a chance to win. Win with Rubis. You deserve it.
Despite the situation we now face, one thing is for certain. We will get through this together. As much as we are a part of your community, you are a part of who we are. Let's take care of each other during this time, as we always do. And soon, we know that with the dawn of that new day, all of this will be over, and our land will once again be healed. In the meantime, stay safe. Know that we're here for you. Courts, bringing value home.
It's that time again when you can nominate a person or business making significant contributions to the tourism industry in Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique as part of the People's Tourism Choice Awards, Pure Safe Travels Edition. Nominations can be submitted via Grenada Tourism Authority at gmail.com, stating the name and address of the nominee, the category, and a supporting paragraph paragraph as to why they should be recognized. Categories include creativity and innovation, new tourism business, virtual leaders, new tours, training, resilience, transportation, service excellence, special awards, and memorabilia or merchandising. Nominations for these categories end on Wednesday, 18th November at midnight. The winners and award ceremony will be announced at the end of Tourism Awareness Month. Visit www.puregrenada.com/blog for more information. The People's Tourism Choice Awards, Pure Safe Travels Edition.
Are you looking for quality herbs and herbal supplements? Or are you thinking about having a complete body cleanse to jumpstart your health? Then no need to look further. Visit Nirvana Natural Health Clinic, Detox Center, and Natural Health Store. We carry a wide range of herbal products for kidney and gallstone cleansing, male sexual enhancement formulas, asthma and sinusitis, gas and bloating, acid reflux, constipation, arthritis, imbalanced hormones, female health issues, liver cleansing, weight loss, and so much more. Also available, colonic irrigation, holistic health consultations, essential oils, and diffusers. Look out for our online natural health store coming soon. Call 231-6642 418-7115 or 449-7753 to find out about our delivery options or to book an appointment. Visit us at Belmont St. George's, close to the Foliage, Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Nirvana Natural Health Clinic. Detox your way to health.
No, that's not how you cross the pedestrian crossing.
Really? One day I just woke up and I saw pedestrian crosswalks on the road. No one really showed me how to use them properly.
Well, this is how it's done. You never cross before doing these things. They might save your life. First, when you get to the crosswalk, you stop. You look left, you look right. If there's a vehicle coming, you put your hand out, making eye contact with the driver, indicating that you want to cross. And only when the vehicle comes to a complete stop, you quickly cross to the other side.
Welcome back to Good Morning Grenada. It is 18 and a half minutes on to 8 o'clock. Let's get into this morning's Trivia Tuesday. This morning we are doing, how I should put it, the leaves of fruit trees. The leaves of fruit trees. The first one this morning. Phone ringing already, and I told that person calling for Trivia Tuesday. There we go. All right, the leaves of fruit trees. Let's see which leaf of which fruit tree can be used as a gentle laxative. It can be a blood purifier. It can help alleviate the pain associated with sprains and swelling, and can be used to destroy worms in children. There we go. Which leaves of which fruit trees can help destroy worms in children? It can be used as a gentle laxative. It can be used as a blood purifier, and it can help alleviate pain from sprains and swelling. Let's see who's on the phone line. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Auntie Blossom.
Well, Miss Jacob, will you come out, Miss Jacob?
Will I come out and
weeks now I ain't here, Miss Jacob.
I come out and feed my fowl, and I have a nice white man.
Hey,
and he had a lovely chat. We call and everything together. And then I tell you to come in and call Auntie Blossom.
I wasn't prepared for that piece of information. Miss Jacob, weeks now out of here, you know. What go, you good?
Yeah,
well, a matter of fact, yes. I ain't even had to ask. You're good. Mommy is good too.
She good?
Yes, she good.
Amen. Thank you, Jesus.
Amen.
And Tanti good too?
I think so, yes. Yes, Tanti good. Tanti good, I think. Yeah, man, I talked to her yesterday. Tanti good.
Okay.
So thanks for calling, Miss Jacob. Have a good day.
Have a very happy, blessed day. God bless you, and I love you, baby.
Love.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey.
My girl, Miss Jacob, man. Now, look a while now I ain't hear you. Hey. Nice to know you're doing well, man. You sound very sprightly. All right, let me go back into Trivia Tuesday. The leaves of this fruit tree can be used as a gentle laxative, can be used as a blood purifier, alleviate pains from sprains and swelling, and can be used to destroy worms in children. Good morning, caller.
Morning, Blossom.
How you do?
I'm all right.
All right, what do I think the answer is?
Papaye leaf.
Pie?
Papaye leaf.
Papaye. Okay, hold on to that one still. All right, let me go. The leaves of this fruit tree can be used in a variety of ways. We eat the fruit and we leave the leaf. We leave the leaf watching us on the tree, but it have benefits. Somebody on Facebook says guava. Somebody else on Facebook says castor oil leaf. Let me see what's cooking on the WhatsApp. WhatsApp are coming back by day just now. Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
How you do?
Good.
What do you think the answer is?
Guava.
Guava? Okay, hold on to that still, baby.
Yeah.
All right. There we go. You notice my voice gets softer as a child. It's the effect they have. Let me go. Somebody on WhatsApp. WhatsApp says soursop leaves. This person's the person says aloe leaf, and then they come back and say wrong answer. Somebody else says hold on. The person typing still. Somebody else says soursop leaf. Somebody else says soursop. Somebody else says pawpaw or papaya. This person says guava. Let me see. All right, let me go back on the phone lines. Morning, caller.
Hi, good morning.
Morning, how you do?
How are you, my dear?
I did it.
Listen to me. Are you speaking alone? Okay, my point is oh God, papaye leaf, eh? But I want to ask you if you related to someone else.
No, I'm not related. Well, not that I know of.
But you're speaking just as well.
Maybe.
When I listen you speak, they say because Miss Jacob ask you about your auntie. And I said, well, how are you speaking there, boy? I find you speaking like someone else.
Well, I did grow up watching Miss Wells, Auntie Shoma, and, you know, she was one of the people that I looked up to, so maybe I adopted some of her ways. Maybe.
I think that you must relate it to Shoma Wells, man.
I'll investigate.
You investigate?
Yes, I will.
You investigate good.
Okay.
You get plain rude.
Oh, gosh.
And it's so crude. Happy Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Take care of your husband and your daughter.
I shall.
Yes.
All right. Somebody, good morning, Auntie Shoma. Somebody on, I just calling her Auntie Shoma, out of respect. I'm not sure if she's my aunt. Let me go. Somebody on YouTube says sugar apple leaf. A Facebooker says somebody wants Miss Jacob's number.
Merry Christmas.
I don't have it. Okay, so Facebook, what I suggest, find me on Facebook, message me on Facebook, and I will see if I can get the number for you. All right? Okay. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, darling, again.
Morning, Miss Jacob. Miss Jacob.
The favorite one is soursop.
So what's up? Miss Jacob, you mind giving me your phone number on air?
No.
As a matter of fact, no, in truth. Hold on, Miss Jacob. Don't put on.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Only hold on. I'm gonna get Miss Jacob number for somebody. Hold on. Don't move.
And I want to wish you all the merriest Christmas ever. But don't overdo it now.
Hi, I'm Kamal, and I'm 6 feet 6 tall above your Christmas tree. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Bye.
All right, you gotta do what you gotta do and connect some folks. All right, let's see. Let's hope for the best. Let's hope for the best. Let me see. Let me wind it down this morning. The leaves of this fruit tree can be used as a gentle laxative, blood purifier, destroy worms in children, and can help alleviate the pains from sprains and swelling. Final caller. Good morning, caller.
Morning, Blossom.
Morning, Tanti.
Hanging in there. How are you doing?
I'm good. Miss Jacob just asked for you.
I was at home. I said, no, she asked for me. I want to call out if I give a blessing. God bless me. and she always look out for me. I look out for her too. We are age group, and we must live as children of God.
Amen.
And you're that loving niece of mine. People called me yesterday, say, you is Tanti? Oh, is yours? I say, oh my God, who hearing me? I know the voice. Blossom, thank you for having me on air.
No problem, Tanti.
That people could hear the voice, they know Tanti, and they love Tanti. And I love you so much, my loving niece.
Love.
You. How was the weekend?
The weekend was good.
I hope you had a good one, a blessed
yes,
one,
I did.
A fruitful one. And give mom my love on your husband and daughter.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Now.
You too.
Because it's almost gone, and I wouldn't know what to tell you now, but the time is running out.
No problem. Have a good day. All right.
Have a blessed one. Love you.
You too.
Bye.
All right, let's see all the love this morning. Let's see. So let me make my last rounds. YouTube. Somebody on YouTube says Sugar Apple. Any new answers on Facebook? No new answers on Facebook. To the person looking for Miss Jacobs' number on Facebook, message me and give me yours, and I will call her and give her yours. Hear that? Let's go. WhatsApp. We're reached by WhatsApp. WhatsApp says lime. Somebody says aloe vera. And this person says soursop leaf used to treat dengue fever. Somebody else says clove leaf. And finally, somebody with the answer. This is the person with the answer. I wish I had a prize to give you. The correct answer that I'm looking for is tamarind, aka tambran. Tambran leaf can be used for a variety of things. Somebody called this morning inquiring, which is where I got the idea. So that's me answering the question for you, caller, this morning about the benefits of if tamarind leaf good to drink. That was a question. It can be used as a gentle laxative. It is a blood purifier. Leaves are used for sprains and swelling. It's sometimes used in sub-acid infusions and is said to destroy worms in children. It is also useful for jaundice and externally as a wash for sore eyes and ulcers. And the leaves have also been traditionally used in herbal tea for reducing malaria fever in the Philippines. So tamarind leaf has many benefits. I am 99.96% sure that every leaf of every fruit tree has some benefit of the or the other. I am 99.96% sure that no matter what fruit tree you have, make tea with it. Make tea with a leaf and you're curing something. You may not know what it is, but it's curing something, I'm sure. All right, let me see. Next one. Let me see. I have time. Right. So the next one that I am going to do. Okay, so let me go. This one, the tea made from the leaves of this fruit tree. The tea made from the leaves of this fruit tree can help alleviate diarrhea. It can lower your cholesterol. It can be used to heal cold and cough. When crushed and applied to the area, it can help reduce acne, aka pimples, aka zits, and it can help improve your skin texture. The tea made from this leaf of this fruit tree, the tea made from this fruit tree leaf can help alleviate diarrhea. It lowers cholesterol. It manages diabetes. It can heal cold and cough. When crushed, it can reduce acne. It improves skin texture. It also prevents hair loss. Which tree am I talking about? Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Blossom. How are you doing?
I'm good. How you do?
That's bad. You're talking about the fruit guava.
Guava, that's your answer?
Yes, my dear.
All right, hold on to that one still. All right, there we go. Which fruit tree leaf am I speaking about? Let me see. Yes, Facebook, I saw the message. I'll check you out just now. Somebody on YouTube. YouTube says, no, that's guava. Facebook says, okay, no new answers on Facebook. WhatsApp says, wait a thing. Right. WhatsApp says soursop. This one says guava leaf. This one says lemongrass. It's kakabeke or koraili. Somebody else says mango, guava. Mommy says black sage. Somebody else says guava. Let's see what's on the phone line. Good morning, caller.
I'm trying to reach Blossom.
Morning. Speaking.
Yeah, big time. Well, big time. That's why it was Spanish time.
Big time? All right. Hold on to that still. All right. Let's go. The leaves of this fruit tree. That's it. The leaves of this fruit tree. The tea made from the leaves of this fruit tree. There we go with the question, Blossom. You see the thing that's come sometimes. Somebody on WhatsApp says Zeba pick. So to spell Zeba pick? Lord. I didn't think I was spelling it right all the time. Somebody else on YouTube. YouTube says mango. No nuances on Facebook. Good morning, caller.
Morning.
How you do?
Good, good.
What do you think the answer is?
Nutmeg tree.
Nutmeg?
Leaf, yes. All
right, hold on to that still. All right, let's go. Let me see what's on the ARP. What's ARP says guava. This person says... Aloe? I think it's aloe, that person trying to write. Lord, I think it's aloe. Let's see. Good morning, caller.
Morning.
Morning, baby. How you do?
Good.
All right. So I think the answer is
Tambran.
Tambran?
Yeah.
That for the first answer?
Yeah.
Okay. And tell me our next fruit. Anyone?
I'm thinking.
You're thinking? All right. Think. You ready now?
Mango.
Mango? All right. Hold on to that still. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. I like, I'm thinking. I love y'all kids, okay? I love them all. Thank you so much for letting them participate and watch and maybe learn something as well. Bless up all your whole selves. Let me go. So let me wind it down. Let me give you the health benefits again. The tea made from the leaves of this fruit tree can help you improve your skin texture. When crushed, it can reduce acne. It heals cold and cough. It manages diabetes, lowers cholesterol, and helps with diarrhea. Final caller. Good morning, caller.
Yes, good morning. Awesome.
How you do?
This morning? I'm good.
And I'm good.
Yes.
What do you think the answer is?
Sugar apple leaf.
Sugar apple? Okay.
Sugar apple.
Hold on to that still.
Yes, all right.
All right. The last rungs on the social media. Somebody on YouTube. YouTube says breadfruit, and somebody else says cashew. Good morning, Emma. Somebody, no new answers on Facebook. Let me see. Final answers on the app. WhatsApp says moringa. Somebody else says soursop, and somebody says black sage. The answer that I am looking for, some, not most, some of you got it. And some of you gave me the answer for the previous question. The answer I'm looking for is the leaves of guava tree. Guava. Guava helps with diarrhea, lowers cholesterol, manages diabetes, promotes weight loss, it fights cancer, it heals cold and cough, reduces acne, improves skin texture, prevents hair loss, it beats toothache, it improves quality of sleep, boosts immunity, soothes gastrointestinal issues, promotes heart health, good for your brain. I'm telling you, once you have a fruit tree in your backyard, boil the leaf. I don't really care which tree it is, just boil the leaf and drink it as tea. It healing something. I'm sure about that. Thank you so much for participating in Trivia Tuesday. Hopefully you learned something and it can remind you of something as well. It's time now to join the BBC for the 8 a.m. newscast. Have a good, blessed, terrific, tremendously amazing Tuesday. Bye-bye.